Yo, LAZ, man, make sure you check that part 1 and part 2 to my life story, Kids with Guns. You heard? Check that playlist. Part 3 is in the works right now. You heard? Shout out to everybody that been hitting me up, giving me their feedback on that. You heard? Appreciate y'all. That's a fact. But yo, man, shout out to the whole Staten Island. Shout out to the bro ST, the whole Park Hill, Stapleton. If you from Staten Island, drop a comment. Let me know what part of Staten Island you reppin'. Shout out to my bro Matty R. You heard? Staten Island veteran. We talking that history, baby. We talking that New York history, baby. That up north history, that Kaksaki history. Know what I mean? Sit back and get educated a little. Yersk. But yeah, man, if you need that promo, make sure you send me an email at thegenpopllc@gmail.com. And you already snow goons. If you love what I'm doing on this channel, feel free to send me a Cash App donation, $ Gen Pop fam. Yersh. Z-Man Suicide Polo with the ski man running around the hood like He-Man. Let's get it.
The man John Ryder, he made a noise when he was talking about the weapons being sharpened. Yeah. Something to that nature. They were sharpening weapons all night. You hear me? The man gave me a flashback. And just so y'all know, there's no lights whatsoever where I'm at. Only the joints that come on when I walk past somebody else. If you really mean, I'll tell you where I'm at. Get with me. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie to you, for you, on you, or about you. You run down on me the wrong way back then, I was gonna shoot you so many times your body be whistling as you run off. I don't care who you was, man, woman, or child, pimp, hoe, or piccolo. Don't run up on me with that nonsense. Grab this dog up, take me a quick walk. Ooh. I got this big ass cane Corso, you heard? 10 months, he getting himself together. He listen much better. It's lit. Ooh. Peace and blessings to the people, man. When y'all hear me talking on these joints, y'all hear my voice, like y'all hear strain in my voice. And that's because I'm doing what real men do, and that's what I have to do. I'm not doing what I want to do. I really don't care for talking about these stories from in the past. However the case, they important, right? And I speak about Dre and how greasy he is, right? But when I think about that in relation to my reintroduction into society, that ground ball treated me way better than my people that's alive is treating me right now. Need y'all to think about that. When people get reintroduced into society, when they're away, y'all treat, and they get in y'all presence, in the presence of their loved ones. Their loved ones treat them like they're peasants, treat them like they're regular, and the main thing that they do not do is they have a hard time. People in general have a hard time aiding those who come home and what they want to do, right? This is serious in the reintroduction into society, y'all. This is hurting us. This is messing us up, yo. Y'all gotta help us do what we see for ourselves, not what y'all see for us, all right? Got that established. To everybody that's commenting on how crazy I am, y'all dead right. I love that I'm crazy. I love what life made out of me. I don't care what my family say. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, I love it. I love me. Let your woman get too close to me. She's gonna love me. Yeah, let's do that part. All right, so now, the man John Ryder, he made a noise when he was talking about the weapons being sharpened. Yeah. Something to that nature. They were sharpening weapons all night. You hear me?
No doubt.
Yo, lads, the man gave me a flashback. And just so y'all know, there's no lights whatsoever where I'm at. Only the joints that come on when I walk past somebody else. If you really mean, I'll tell you where I'm at. Get with me. Anyway, thank you, Jesus, right? He made the noise. Gave me a flashback. This is what I hear, y'all. Da 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 da. On one side of me, a dude is sharpening knives all night. On the other side of me, the dude got his typewriter on auto. Da 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 da. I'm in the middle talking about there is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain. And yeah, this is Coxsackie, arguably the most violent prison in New York State. The police commit all of the violence. 90% of the violence is police on inmates. I was there for 4.5 years. 6 people killed themselves because human beings cannot talk to each other in Coxsackie Correctional Facility. Yeah, we talking about common goals though. This dude is sharpening 3 knives in my mind. This dude is working on his case and 2 other people's cases to feed his habit. Yeah, let's do that. I'm in the middle crying out to Jesus. We all trying to make it home to our family. Common goals. 3 totally different routes to get there. Woo! Let's do that, y'all. Let's do that. That's where Ryder took me. That's where John Ryder took me. Big up to Mo. I don't know why they ain't calling that man Dancing Mo. Yo, Mo, you might not remember this. When I was 13 years old, I tried to talk you into shagging Mariah Carey. You told me that she was messing with Tommy Mottola. I said, fuck Tommy Mottola. Now listen to this also, right? Just to throw a little spice on the story. I got these 2 dudes. We got the common goals. Everybody trying to get home, right? Now just so y'all know, I thought he was sharpening 3 knives over there, because 3 is ideal. 1 for the gallery, 1 for when you're on the way to chow, and 1 to stash in the yard, right? I come to find out years later he was sharpening 2. 1 for himself and 1 for me. But in the comments, mind you, these dudes go 8 hours straight, at least 1 shift of legal work and sharpening. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you ask the man in the cell next to you, and y'all call me a wordsmith, how you ask the man to stop sharpening that knife? Yo, lads. I couldn't figure that one out. Word. Now, that's that. From there, I want to take y'all back to Dre with the Y a little bit, right? And it's certain terms. So there's a term we deal with called privilege, right? So at one point in Park Hill, everybody that was getting big money was getting big money off of the strength of somebody that was dead. Most of them was getting the strength money off of Boo Boo's strength, because they was my little mans. They was Boo Boo's best friends. So I let them do whatever they want in the hood, and that was just that. So with the privilege comes disrespect. Just to show y'all an example of how disrespectful these little young get money N-words was, I'm refinancing houses at the time. Suit and tie, other than that, when I get out of that, I'm real bummy. That's how I give it up. I come through to their crib to buy some bud from them. I walk in the crib, my little man look at the shorty that's with me and said, "Ma, you bad. What you doing with this dirty ass nigga?" I was so shocked by that. The question was so good that I couldn't even say nothing. Furthermore, I would never correct my man in front of a bitch. Excuse my language, y'all. So anyway, these young dudes is out there wilding. Dre comes to me, he said, "Yo, these little niggas is disrespectful." Mind you, I'm getting money out of town at the same time that I'm refinancing. He's telling me, "Yo, these little niggas is disrespectful. They ain't never been through nothing. They think it's a game." I say, "Yo, bro, I'm in and out of town. Now, what they doing?" I'm saying. So anyway, what ends up taking place is, just to let y'all know how grimy Staten Island could be, like chess game type stuff. Watch too many karate flicks. So my son Dre feel that dudes are too privileged, they too spoiled, they never been through nothing, they don't appreciate nothing. He goes, he gets a bunch of hammers. Somebody gave them to him. I ain't gonna put that out there. As most say, if you know, you know, right? Somebody get his nigga a whole shitload of hammers. He go give it to these little dudes. One person get locked. One of them got locked up about something. He was like the first one to get locked up. Dre took that right there, went to the Stapleton library and made paperwork saying that they was telling on each other, gave them all guns, let them all start shooting each other. There was nobody left on the block. Dre calls me out of town. You know, the block is empty. Come on, bro. Come out here so we can get money. That was my son. When I was locked up, he would spend nights at my mom's house to make sure I was all right. I'm talking about when he left me after he used to get me jumped. He used to go to my mom's crib, check on her, make sure she all right. Whenever I was out there robbing everybody because I was hungry, Dre would give me work. Dre work and shit like that. That was my man. He just didn't want to be greasier than him. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking the other day, one time he had a, yo, you with me, guys?
Yeah.
Alright, so he had a group, right, of like stooges. He used to beat the people around him, he beat them up and all. I used to flip on dudes. I was flipping on his workers because an old lady walked in the building with her own bags, carrying them. And when we was outside in front of our buildings, now mind you, y'all, this is the 90s. This is a building era. People claim buildings as our own. Mind you, black folk, shame on us. We own none of the real estate, but we claim it. This is my building. So just so y'all know, in Staten Island, in the building era, 240 is the youngest dudes to have their own building on Staten Island. Us and these dudes and these Crip dudes in West Brighton, we the youngest niggas at first. And 240 is traditionally a stick-up building. Then we return to hustling later on. But you couldn't. People can't carry their own bags, so I start flipping on them. Yo, every person that, let me find out somebody else coming up in here with carrying their bags. I start flipping. They all start like, what if it was your mother? They all started getting hyped. They started following me. Dre started getting tight. I could see it in his eyes out the corner of my eye. So when I see that, I turn around and say, the nigga Dre ain't always right, but when he right, I'm with him. He looked at me and said, yeah, you know better, nigga. And we all they didn't understand what he was telling me. Yo, that was my son. I used to mess with him, you know what I'm saying? Even though he got me jumped, whenever chicks was around, he paid for all the cabs, all the liquor, all that, you know what I'm saying? That was my son. He just was a grind ball. You try to out-grind him and let the games begin. Just the way it was, you know what I'm saying? And for the record, y'all, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. And for the record, y'all, as grimy as Dre was, he claimed he would never shoot or kill me. And that shootout that we had that I won, I shot at Dre first. By the time he shot at me, I was on the second floor of 240. I was gone. He went in the lobby, I was on the second floor. That's why I won. And he claimed that he would have never shot me. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie to you, for you, on you, or about you. You run down on me the wrong way back then, I was gonna shoot you so many times your body be whistling as you run off. I don't care who you was, man, woman, or child, pimp, hoe, or piccolo. Don't run up on me with that nonsense.
When you was talking about Kagsaki, you was talking about police. I ain't know that police be whooping niggas out like that in Kagsaki.
Oh, hell yeah. Yo, listen, the cat is so brutal, right? When I was in the cat, I always tell people this. If you in Kagsaki, when you coming onto a gallery, as they bringing you from intake to the gallery, you will think that you're the only person in that gallery. It's so quiet. You won't hear no music. In the cat, they don't care what you do in your cell. You can get high, you can have drugs, weapons, everything right in front of their face. As long as you are not making noise, they won't bother you in the cat. But if you make noise, if you talk on that gate in that cat, then police is jumping you. High possibility.
What years you talking about you was there?
So I was in the cat. Matter of fact, big up to Debo Brown. Who that? Uncle Murder and them peoples? I was up in there with Brown. I like Brown, man. I let him bully me a couple of times. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah. Oh, somebody calling me. She beeping and she tripping. My bad. Nah, she tripping. She gotta wait. So I was in the cat. Oh, so a little history on the cat. I went to the cat. I think it's 2017, 18. I'm going there from downstate cadre. I was in the process of losing. Damn, I gotta keep it real. I was in the process of losing my ugly light-skinned wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they don't want me talking to y'all. I keep it real, like an old black lady and an ugly baby's christening. You hear me? But I loved her. So anyway, I got kicked out of downstate cadre, which was sweet. I got kicked out of there because of pride. I was losing my wife, and the people around me looked up to me. So I didn't want them to see me go out like that or whatever. So whatever, I started smoking too much bud, end up getting knocked, refused to humble myself. They sent me to the cat because I was praying to God to please take this urge for these trailer business away from me because I can't do it. I was asking God that, and he sent me to the cat where they have no trailers. I didn't have to worry about that for 4.5 years. So I left. I went there in like maybe 2015, 16, 17, 18. Those years I'm in the cat. 15, 16, 17, and 18. And then in 18, I go from there to Easton. But bro, you can't talk on the gate in the cat. The last thing you want the police to ask you, the COs to ask you is, what did you say? I seen at least 30 people get beat down, but right before it, the question was, what did you say? Because if you mumble something under your breath and they can't hear you, now listen to this, y'all, in the mighty name of Jesus. I was walking up to them same COs that was jumping dudes and saying, excuse me, officer, can you hear me? Are you sure you can hear me? Because every time y'all ask somebody, what did they say? Y'all jump them. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you, Montgomery. Officer, please don't talk to me like that. I'm not telling you what you have to do, but what I'm telling you is what you don't have to do. You don't have to talk to me like that. I'm not your child. They did nothing to me. They did nothing to me in the cat. Why? Because I was walking with the Lord. They were scared of me. They said, this nigga is too crazy, and he says, thank you, Jesus, about everything. But they was doing dudes dirty in there. I seen a few dudes get cut and stuff in the cat. There was a few cuttings and stuff. I stepped to the big homies in there because they had one dude take out a hit, and I ain't like that shit. That young nigga was doing the right thing with his life. And one of the big homies was my childhood friend, and I stepped to him, and he wanted to keep me as a Christian brother. So they ain't do that shit no more when I was there. I went to the in the church over there. It was real in the cat because I'm serious about whatever it is I'm doing. So I learned in life, if you make people uncomfortable doing the wrong thing, they'll stop doing it. So when people came to the church in the cat to do all type of crazy stuff that's not permissible before God, I would make them uncomfortable about doing that. Word. And at one point, I was trying to use Jesus' name to find a reason to beat somebody the hell up.
Yeah, word. Man, you was in the can in recent years, man. You know what I mean? When I was up north in the 90s and shit. So I don't know what's going on. I know that cat is a total different place than it was before, probably.
You know what the main problem with the cat is? They still run it like it's a bunch of adolescents there. It's the same exact, until they had to bring ACS in there. That's what made it start changing a little bit. ACS is in there now. They was beating them children. They was doing them children dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's Kasaki, because you got to remember, you got Kasaki, Green, and Washington. Those is the adolescent spots. Green in Washington are the adolescent mediums. Kawasaki is the max for the adolescents. But they still run it by that same code. You could tell children not to talk. You're not supposed to. Grown men, you telling grown men they can't talk. And dudes was killing themselves behind that when I was there. But I was at peace the majority of the time I was in the camp.
I don't know how the fuck they got away with telling niggas they can't talk though.
What happened?
I don't know how the fuck they was getting away with telling niggas they can't talk on their gate.
Now listen to this, right? When I was experiencing that, right? I had only experienced cruelty on a higher level than that one time in my life. You hear me? And you know who was the one doing it? Me. That's why I slept like a baby in that cage. That's where I belonged for what I was doing to people. Straight like that. Slept like a baby in that cage. I belonged there. I was acting like an animal. I was raised with them. I would have put my animal in the cage for doing that. Motherfuckers need to act like humans. Act like a human being. what happened?
That shit is funny, bro.
and yo, they used to accuse me of being a gorilla. Half gorilla, half some other kind of animal. They don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Chupacabra or something. Yeah, let the streets tell it. War. Yeah, my family don't want me talking to y'all. They don't want me to talk about victim culture, right? Victim culture. This is my biggest upon reintroduction, because being that everybody know I'm crazy, anybody could do anything to me and then plead victim. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. What? Little John Flow, okay. And my whole thing is, now that I'm successful, y'all pull this shit. When I was rooting and tooting and shooting like Yosemite Sam, ain't nobody bother me. You hear me? Come home, trying to praise Christ. The chicks is wilding me up, running circles around me. They want a real nigga. I'm being a real man. They wilding me up, man. I think my best bet is to be a munch at this point, bro. It's less complicated. It's real. My whole thing is 19 to 90 as long as they can't find me. But that's what I think we should be focusing on. I'm glad Laz is getting. That's what I'm focusing on. Proper reintroduction into society. How can I transition from being a real nigga to a real man? As far as prison goes, the time that I spent with Jesus is the most meaningful time I had in there. And just so y'all know, I spent 8 years with no profound language, no cursing. Only thing I was doing, I was breaking down and masturbating sometimes. But other than that, I wasn't with no drugs. 13 years up north. Y'all, I never touched a knife or a razor the whole time I was up there. If I told y'all I did, I would be lying. I have never been to a facility in my life without a bandit. Just so y'all know, a bandit is somebody that you did something wrong to physically in the past. I've never been to a spot where I ain't had a bandit. Never. Didn't touch a knife or a razor the whole time I was up north. For what? For what? If I think that I can protect myself better than God can protect me, then I'm crazy than y'all think. And I did that whole time and came home early.
But what happened with them bandits?
What happened with them? Oh, well, let me think. I'm saying, if you want to hear a good one? Alright, so I got this one, right? I'm in the cat. I'm the good brother. But when I'm not, yo, bro, I'm doing an interview. I'll be right with you, you heard? Alright, now when I'm around, I'm the good brother, Brother Monty. But when I'm not around, I'm the Jesus nigga and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm scared to admit right now. So anyway, but I'm walking upright before the Lord at the time, and I'm doing push-up, and I'm the cat at the time. If you go to the yard, no matter what the weather is, you stuck out there for 2.5 hours. It be cold out there, lads. That wind be blowing. So you got to work out just to stay warm. They don't care. If you go in, you go back in, you go in the keep lot. You got to stay out there the whole time. Shut up. So I'm in the yard. I'm doing the push-up, pull up, there, push-up, pull up, there, push-up. And this one dude, he keep trying to talk to me. about stuff from the past. Yo, you remember the Allen back in the days, this and that? But at the time, I was doing a practice of no more than 1,000 words a day, if it's not bringing honor to Christ. And the average person speaks at least 10,000 words a day. So that means I speak 100,000 words a day. So I'm like, yo, I'm focusing in on that. So he want to talk about foolishness. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm brushing it off, push up, pull up, dip. Now it's winter time. We got on all type of boots. So when I'm doing my push-ups, he's standing right there with his boots right in my face, like I'm doing push-ups right in front of his feet. So then one day after like a year, bro, I just had a flashback. I looked at him. Yo, Laz, you know what the flashback was?
Stop.
You with me, bro?
Yeah, I'm listening.
We was in C95. I had him on the floor. I was lockjawed on his neck, whispering sweet nothings into his ear. I beat all type of blood out of him. He was disrespecting me with that laugh. Oh yeah, la la la. While I'm on the phone, he's screaming all crazy. I'm on the phone with my wife. He's screaming crazy. I asked him 3 times to stop screaming. I said, baby, in 3, 2, 1, smack that, pat, poop, pat out, boom. A lot of dudes are prize fighters. They be in the gym. They be in there going hard. When I work out in the gym, I'm not working out for a fight. I'm in there for the bedroom body. If I fight, I'm not a prize fighter. I'm a sub-prize fighter. I ain't lose one yet. You hear me? When I adopted that technique, not a prize fighter. Not a prize fighter. Surprise! That's my technique. I won everyone so far, y'all. Because by the time people look, I'm styling, skipping over my feet. You know, I'm tripping. I already done knocked you out on your feet. Now I'm styling. Niggas think and I know I could fight. I know I could fight if I pop first. Word. So I remember beating him bloody, and the reason I did him so bad because he was talking tough and acting tough. And when I connected with the first 2-piece and he realized he was on the floor, because I am small but strong, y'all. I'm small but strong, official small but status. They know. Yeah. So anyway, when he realized he was on the floor, instead of trying to get to his feet, he curled up in the fetal position. That's when I jumped down there with him, started biting him, called him a bitch ass nigga, and told him he lucky that I don't nut in him right now. Nah. That's why I really don't want me talking to y'all. I guess they do love me, Laz. Nah, because like in a situation like that, when somebody disrespect me, I'm thinking of the most disrespectful thing I could say to you to break your courage. That's why
I'm the same way, bro. And niggas be saying I be crossing the line, and I gotta stop doing that. But once a nigga tick me off to the next level, I be telling the nigga, yo, once you cross that line, I'm telling you all type of crazy next level disrespectful shit.
Yeah, and not for nothing, and the gay bone in my body, unless you speaking about happy, but I just wanted to violate that dude. I wanted to say crazy stuff to him, and I don't open the Frank stand. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't into opening Franks. I said, what's more disrespectful than Frank stand? This nigga, bitch nigga, you gonna curl up like that? You lucky I don't get you pregnant. What's wrong with you? Coming in my casa with that wasa. You know what I'm saying? You Spanish. You should have knew better to come in my casa with that wasa. And I had 2 eyes at the time, lad. Niggas couldn't tell me nothing. What? Word. But yeah, man. I'm not proud of none of that stuff, but I do want people to know that sometimes when you open the door with somebody, you don't get to control what comes through it. And there's other people that's willing to go to extremes like I used to be able to go to. So you should be mindful of that when you deal with people, especially when they calm and kind to you. Don't take it for weakness, man. We tearing each other up with that. Don't make nobody prove to you they tough. Don't do that. It's corny. Yo, Laz, you know I never pieced. It's only one blood that I pieced on Rikers Island and all the times I was there.
Who that?
Smitty. Like, when you hear me, it's important because tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. When you hear me talk about all of these big name dudes, most of these dudes, a lot of them don't even know that I exist, bro. And if they do, they probably remember me as different names or whatever. But the point is this: I never pieced no bloods, bro, because I was never a real blood, bro. I was fooled the whole time.
What you mean? Why, nigga? Why you say that? Why you say you never was a real blood?
Because I wasn't, bro. So, in order to be blood, right, somebody got to bring you home. Nobody brought me home, Laz. I woke up one morning and said, I'm a blood. Whoever don't like it, let's do this shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Went to their meeting in front of the police with a Mac 11 and the Tech 9, swinging like it was a shoestring. Yeah, swinging off the shoestring like it was a guitar. And said, East Side, homies. And Ed, yeah. They was telling, yo, don't piece that nigga ST fool. Don't piece him. I went to their meeting, East Side. Anybody got a problem with me being blood? Nobody said. They said, East Side, homie. I said, I ain't piecing none of y'all niggas. And I left. Police was across the street. Y'all don't believe this shit. Ask about me, man. Whatever I'm into, I'm serious. That's why I want to hurry up and get back with Jesus. But y'all need to hear this first. I got to mix it up for y'all now. Got to mix it up. But I'm definitely going to talk about what's real, because y'all going to experience shit like this. Y'all keep playing. It ain't no more game. That's why nobody don't follow the rules to the game. The game is over, y'all nincompoops. It is no more game. It's not a game. These young dudes ain't playing. Nobody's playing. The feds ain't playing. The game is over.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. It's other niggas who have done that too in the history of a lot of gangs. It's a lot of gangs that got a history of a major nigga who just woke up one day and said, nigga, I'm this. What niggas gonna do? Nah.
And the reason I say that, right, is because people don't respect the order of things and the rules of things. I'm not gonna throw up a gang sign with Crazy or fucking Rod Digger or whoever is the real blood if I know that I am fake. I don't disrespect people. I don't do that. Only reason I threw it up with Smitty is because he said he don't care. Nigga, I don't care that you fool. Half these niggas is fool. When they used to do the roll call, I be, who the fuck you be? When it get to me, I be that 17 cell. I'm fool, and that's it. Niggas stop calling on me. They just laughed at me. I was dead serious. I don't know if I would be able to, but I wanted to talk to you about some of the hit hard stories. It's certain niggas that been in the penitentiary in the 90s that they hit so hard, I had to pull them to the side and say, yo, bro, please don't ever put your hands on me. And on some dead serious stuff, and they laugh in my face every time. Bro, you hit too hard. Whatever the issue is, let's talk it out. I'm talking to you right now, bro. Don't ever put your hands on me, please. And Crazy started laughing in my face. Word up. Oh, Doughboy from Far Rock, he hit too hard. God bless the dead Charlie Rock, he hit too hard. These is dudes, because I don't go in the day room, so I be in my bed and I hear a nigga get hit from my bed. Yo, don't ever put your hands on me, because that's why I'm in my bed, so I don't gotta hear that. And if I can hear it from the day room to my bed, nah. Don't put your hands on Sheila, baby boy. Don't do that. Please, matter of fact. Right or wrong, lad? You could have smashed me. I was in the cell with D-Rock being young and dumb. He forgave me. I mean, not with D-Rock. I was in bed here with D-Rock. I was in the cell with fucking C Gutter, and he spared me. And about 2 weeks after he spared me, because I was being young and dumb, bro. And I believe in rap culture. I used to believe that 90s rappers always tell the truth, stuff like that. And I was in there talking, for lack of better terminology, nigga shit, not knowing that he is C Gutter. Word. Yo, you gotta be careful in the system when you got some bud. Niggas gonna fuck with you. I always got the bag, bro. I always got the bag, brother. If you official Staten Island dude, you always got the bag, man. Or you could pay for it, or somebody send it to somebody to go pick it up or something. If you can't do that and you from Staten Island, you're not official.